We're a little late to the game, but, you know, when you get a chance to drink some allocated stuff, you take the opportunity.
Yeah, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and we're getting ready to leave for Michigan, so we thought we'd go ahead and just knock this out.
Yeah, let's knock it out. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review the old Daniel Weller.
You know, shout out to Buffalo Trace on this one, because last year we had planned on reviewing every Weller, which somehow we didn't complete. I think, honestly, I forgot.
Good cork work.
I know. I really do like the cork. It is nice, heavy, has a compass in it, all that kind of fun stuff.
To it too.
And last year, right as we decided, we took that poll, we voted on it, and whenever we voted on it, they were like, and we're coming out with a new Daniel Weller. MSRP is only like $500. I'm like, oh, great. So we're never going to get our chance to review this.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we were able to acquire one of these through a friend. We're very, very grateful for him.
Always grateful.
So now, since I did my part on that, now you just have to find us a Weller Millennium.
I mean, I have found one.
Lord, did you find one?
I just don't know that the price is right. I might be a single person if I purchase that.
Yeah. So $7,000 is ridiculous. $8,000.
Well,
it's actually closer to 8, aren't they?
No, this one was closer to 9. At a store where, generally speaking, it's generally cheaper than what everybody else gets.
It's one of those bulk stores that maybe sounds like Sam's. Anyways.
It sounds like Flams.
Anyways. So, this is Daniel Weller. This is the Emmer wheat, if I recall. It's like an Egyptian wheat, and that's the whole theme about this.
Love Egyptian wheat.
Oh, really? How many times have you had it?
I used to eat Egyptian wheat all the time.
Oh, big fan, huh?
Yeah, big fan.
You probably did, knowing Dave. Anyways, this is made by Buffalo Trace. This is obviously extremely rare. This is 94 proof. It's non-age shaded, but in the press release, I think it was around 12 years old.
Yeah.
The Mashville, I don't remember. I'm assuming they use that Egyptian wheat somewhere in there, and similar to their other wheated Mashvilles, but don't hold me to that. And the price tag for it is a easy $500.
And I'm sure you can't find it for $500.
Yeah, I think the only people I've seen locally that have actually put it out are whenever Kroger up in northern Kentucky does those huge releases.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I can't think of a store. Most stores around here put it on the bar. Liquor Arm put it on the bar. Foxes put it on the bar.
You're gonna get what you want out of the bottle by doing that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, right away, it's very sweet, honey kind of. It smells good.
Yeah,
like it has a really good smell. Like if you like all that sweetness on the front end of it,
it's very honey, very fruit.
Yeah,
a little ethanol-y for 94 proof.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this bottle's been open for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I would assume so. But it's not terrible. Like that's not. I mean, all in all, I think it has a good nose. Like, if you're trying to make a $500 bourbon that is welcoming to your nose, that you're just like, please come drink me. This is one of them.
I don't understand why it's so.
But it's not. This isn't your This isn't your nose.
It comes off young, and at 12 years old, it shouldn't be young. Like, I feel like honey notes is a good indicator if something's young.
Yeah.
And then the ethanol. I feel like is a good indicator. And if it's supposed to be 12 years old, which I feel pretty confident it's what Buffalo Trace said in their press release. I don't know.
I mean,
it's also a little, like there's some earthy tones deep down in there, but it's not like your like rye kind of earthy tones.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like mulch and dirt.
I can get that. I can see where you say that.
But I do agree, though, at the end of it, you still get a lot of, of that fruit, a little bit of, a candy fruit smell.
Yeah.
So does that remind you of the Emmer wheat that you've had before?
This is, yeah.
Is it taking
The
you back?
sandwich with, I had some pastrami on it and had an emmer wheat. No,
I didn't know that was a big, because this is Egyptian wheat,
yeah.
if I recall. Didn't know that was a big Egyptian type sandwich out there.
Corned beef and hash. I mean, again, I think the sweetness shines through on this. It's really easy to drink. It has a little bit of spice on the back end of the palate that I feel like helps you think that you're drinking it, and has a little bit to it. The finish is oaky. Like, again, I think there's a little bit of spice on that backside that kind of at least lets you know you're drinking it. And maybe this would change if it wasn't 6:30 in the morning, and we shouldn't be drinking at 6:30 in the morning. So
yeah, we had to get it done before we left.
we did have to.
So it comes off kind of, it's very weird to me. This comes off very earthy to the point to where I'm like sitting here like thinking about it, and it's really not a traditional like weeder to me in the sense. It's also not like there is some sweetness there, like there is some Buffalo Trace traditional sweetness that you get.
Yes.
But it's not like how it typically is at all. It's very off profile from it. Like there is some tea notes, there are some ginger notes, a little bit of like an orange zest note there. It's like if you like had like a really like fancy tea, like a brewed tea of some sort. I kind of feel like there's a lot of that in there.
Mr. T. Not pity the fool, my dude, Mr. T. You can make some good tea.
I knew where he was going with this, but nobody else knows where you're going with this.
If you ever in Mount Washington, Kentucky, look up Mr. T. He kills it in the tea game.
No oak influence until the finish though. You get some oak in the back end. You get a
Yeah, I
little
think
bit of like sweet sugar kind of notes back there.
Yeah.
But not what I would have thought. There's just a lot more earthiness to this overall.
I think it does.
Than what I would have thought.
I think it does drink young.
It kind of does in a weird way.
I think it drinks young, and if you're gonna pay what you're gonna pay for this, I think you expect it to have a little bit more. I mean, for lack of better terms, like a little bit more maturity in
I would agree.
it. And I consider maturity in bourbon like where it doesn't have like on the palate, it doesn't necessarily have that harsh tone to it at the like as you're drinking it to where it feels like it stays on your tongue.
Yeah.
Like maturity, I feel like it makes it go down the gullet a little bit better. All in all, I still think I think it's good, but I mean, truthfully,
it's not as bad as what I recall drinking it the first time.
yeah,
But it's not worth $500.
no,
It's definitely not worth what's on the secondary. It's wild how much this goes for on the secondary. And I get some of that is rarity. People want that as part of their collection for the whole Weller set.
For sure.
As I like to remind people, that,
I mean, go find an antique.
Weller 12.
Yeah.
Or go buy 2 WLWs for almost this price on the secondary.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that is also part of the Weller collection. I know some
It
people
is.
don't like considering that part of the Weller collection, but kind of is.
It is.
So-
All in all, tell us if you've had it. Tell us what you think about it. If you've had it on a bar somewhere, chances are a lot of us, it's a hard one to get your hands on. So
It was a hard one for us.
Yeah, I totally understand if you haven't gotten it. So tell us what you think about it, though. If you have tasted it at a bar or something, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and until the next time,
We'll see you.
we'll see you.